Hey guys,
All right.
thanks for bearing with us. What is it? Week what are we at?
Uh, 14, I
It's
think?
15, I think.
Week
I don't know.
15.
A lot.
Yeah, welcome back, everyone. We are
Uh,
currently on week 15.
We're having a little bit of issues, if you haven't noticed, but it's okay.
So all of us are, well, I am at home for the holidays right now. You may be able to tell from my lack of a webcam that the internet connection in Brillion, Wisconsin is not so good. So, yeah, I am
same
going
here
to
in
be a
Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
mysterious voice of the gods. I'm sorry?
And same thing in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Apparently, it's
Yeah.
not liking my webcam now.
Still in Northern
Yeah, so-
Virginia, still rocking 60 up and 10 down. 60
Yep.
I hate
down,
you
10
so
up.
Seattle's
Good
treating
morning
me
from
good.
Australia.
Yeah,
7
good
a.m. in
morning,
Australia.
Josh. It's 7:20 in the morning, so thanks for joining us. But yeah, we're doing a holiday broadcast of an adventure for beginners, and where we last left off, our intrepid adventurers had just cleared out an elven tomb of several undead. And then at the end, they found a secret doorway leading into another section of the tomb and encountered a man named Venric, who then motioned to a skeletal unicorn, who then proceeded to kick their ass. Venric got away.
Yep.
The party managed to survive, even though that Sir Orin was at,
Thanks
I
to
think,
you.
-8? Negative
Yeah, I
he
went
was,
to
he was
negative
really
eight.
close to dead.
really close to dead.
Kicking
And
my ass was
yeah,
staying
where last we left
disintegrated.
off. Yep, where last we left off, the party had returned to Platinus City, capital of Platinus, and were resting and relaxing. So yeah,
Yes.
take it away, guys.
Should we
we
roll
did
for
have-
health first?
Yes.
Yeah,
Before
health.
we continue our adventure, everyone
Health.
leveled up. So we'll need everyone to roll for health. Let's start with Orin. You are rolling 1d10 plus
Lots of
3.
stuff.
So he's taking bets of a natural 10 again.
Bets of a natural 10? I think that's what you... Haven't you hit like a 10 and an 8 or a 10 and a 9 so far?
I've hit, I think a 10 and a 7.
Could be. Yeah, so...
Oh wait, no, that's not good. Never mind. I saw an 8. I thought it was a natural 8. Damn it, no.
Oh, that's pretty good. That brings you up to 41, which is patently ridiculous.
No one complain about the overlays. I'm not gonna fix it till after the new year.
Alright.
What's there to complain about?
Like...
The HP levels.
Oh,
Yeah,
So,
that's
And
uh,
also, we got stat bonuses too, so.
We did.
Yep.
Oh shoot.
Yep.
So everything's wrong.
So,
Okay.
what's
why don't
that?
we have Durian roll next? 1d6.
Yes, let's just depress me, because I can't even get 8 HP. Although I could have given myself a bonus, but I decided that it was counter to what the character was. Oh wait, no, I don't want to roll a 1d26, I want 1d6.
No.
Guys, pray for me.
I got watched.
4,
Oh, that's
alright.
not too bad.
It's not too...
Considering it's not bad.
That's-
Yeah,
16
so that
HP.
brings you up to 16 total. Alright, and then why don't we have Caben go? And you are rolling a 1d8 plus something. Let me check it quick. I'm trying to save the changes, but Google Chrome is yelling and screaming. You roll 1d8 plus 3.
Oh,
Holy shit.
1d8 plus 3.
Durian's probably a lot more jealous. Yeah.
10.
10! Nice.
Ranger buying some nice
That brings you
HP.
up to 36 total.
36.
Okay.
Nice.
And Amareth, we'll have you roll once I look up what it is.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Do you
Like-
remember offhand?
Nope.
D8 plus something?
I don't get any pluses. I
You
have.
roll a 1d8 plus 1.
Oh, I do have a plus? Oh, well, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
D8 plus 1. Okay.
You know what?
Whoa!
Oh!
Whoa! That is a beautiful roll.
Nice.
I'm very
Yeah.
happy with
Forget
that.
you guys all. I'm gonna. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna steal all your monies.
steal all our money.
And then
so
they'll
yes,
beat
good
you
luck
up.
with that.
I'm doing that at
Yeah.
the moment anyway.
You
so-
still owe me money, Darian.
So
Yeah.
Amaranth, that puts you at 30 total, right?
I don't have my character sheet up. Crap.
You were at
No,
8.
not Amazon.
I'm
You had
copying it.
18 before, I think.
Oh, dogs are barking.
Oh
Oh.
no! You increased your you increased your constitution, so you were at 21
Oh, that
plus
is-
the 9.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I have it written
So-
down, but I forgot to think about
Yep.
it.
Let me increase on roll 20 on your little character avatar guys here. So you are at 30. Come on, out of 30.
My phone charger is broken.
Let's see. Durian, you got +4, so you're at 16 out of 16.
This is why I don't like the mage bosses. Like, I love their abilities, but I can't stand how squishy they are.
I word you said.
Huh?
So what are you? Oren, can you actually modify that bar? You shouldn't be able to.
I did it actually just before. I shift double click my token. And it
Okay.
went to the stat things.
Yeah. Alright. I'll have to keep an eye on you then, make sure you're not artificially inflating your health.
No.
And then
I wouldn't do that.
Caben is at, what are you at? 36 out of 36. Okay. Well, while I'm adjusting that, last we left off, I just accidentally closed roll 20. No, there we are. Where
That's
last we
kinda
left
important
off,
to play.
you guys were in town. So, take it away, guys.
Wait, did we just get back from the temple?
We just finished talking with the priest, head priest, Mikhail.
Yeah, we just reported to the high priest, and then
Macdona.
I divvied up the money to everybody, and then
Oh, yeah.
Warren gave us each 15 gold piece to help her pay us back.
Oh, that's right.
And that's the last thing I wrote down. I think I wanted to
Uh,
do something with my character,
yeah.
but I don't know if I did it or
Owen
not.
ran to the blacksmith and turns out they closed for the night, so he ran back to the inn.
And it's like midday.
No, it's nighttime.
It's nighttime?
No, it's nighttime. You guys
Oh.
got back. It's probably around 8 p.m. right
Oh, that's right. We had dinner, then we went to the thing. Okay.
now.
The music's still on, by the way, for what it's worth.
Oh, sorry. I can't hear the music, so yeah, let me know. Alright. Trying to turn it off here. Okay, there we are. Alright, so what do you guys do?
Well, I guess.
Is that someone talking, or?
Yeah, it's over
Who's in
here,
the
sorry.
back?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was like someone with a bad mic.
What do we do? I don't know.
What do we do?
Well, I guess the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to buy everyone their favorite alcoholic drinks, because Oren's sort of in a pissed off mood, and I can't imagine how the party feels after the last fight.
I have Oren buy me top shelf whiskey.
Oh, dude, I see what you guys are drinking for like the last 2 months, so I'm buying you that. And for once,
I drink
Oren's
anything
actually-
and everything, so.
Are we back at the
got a
inn?
problem here. You just
Yeah,
buy me
you
alcohol
guys
and you
returned
figure
to
I'm
the
okay
inn.
with
Oh,
it.
okay.
And funny enough, for the first time I think this campaign, Oren's actually going to get an alcoholic drink.
No, he
He's
did it
gonna
once
get-
before, I'm pretty sure, so...
No, I drank root beer, that's not alcoholic.
Yeah.
Well, Oren, thank you. What's the occasion? You've never drank before.
To forget what just happened, obviously.
How about getting bored and being put back
And to
together
forget how
again?
poor he is.
Drinking the
That's a
memories
pretty
away.
good. That's a pretty good thing to drink to.
Yeah.
Oren,
And
glad to have you
from
not
last
gored to
time-
shit. I raise my glass.
By the
And
way,
I
your
guess-
armor's still beat to hell.
I know, I'm not gonna
Just
yeah,
bother.
I already
FYI.
got
You
mine
know my
prepared,
plans.
and you didn't.
Yeah.
You were
So-
impatient.
Friends, We've got a conspiracy on our hands. We're going to try and track down, I take it. But we also have a festival that we have not been able to attend yet.
Which we, I guess, are attending tomorrow.
Yeah, how many days in are we? Is tomorrow the archery contest?
No, tomorrow is the second last day.
Yeah, the archery contest is on the last day, and you guys heard that there were like dance. I don't know the best way to do it. Performance shows tomorrow. A lot of dancing,
So
a lot of
perfect
you
for
know
Durian.
Has Platinum
sword
got
juggling,
talents?
that kind of thing.
Maybe some acrobatics?
Durian, are you gonna
Yeah, it's
perform a little?
when I say dancing, it's more of kind of like modern gymnastics / cheerleading, where they're throwing people around and
Could you imagine Durian
that
doing
kind
that?
Mhm.
So I just imagine it as Platinum's Got Talent show, so...
yeah, Palatinus has talent. Simon
so
Cowell is judging.
I guess, like, when we're sitting down, I'm actually going to ask Amref what she knows of this other cleric guy. Since we didn't
You
want to have
mean-
that conversation before.
My friend guy. Oh, what did I learn about him? Forget.
The Bastion or something?
Oh yes, Rabastin.
Rabastin.
It's from and that's where I met him when I was doing my clerically duties there.
How well do you know this man?
I mean, I know him well enough to say that I don't think he's a bad person. I mean, I've never tried to detect his alignment or anything like that, but I mean, from what I know, he's a good guy.
What's this alignment you speak of?
One's more accomplished friend. Surprised you don't know that.
But I will say, Oren, you are pretty. I've noticed you're pretty suspicious. And it's not like you to be very suspicious. So, do you have
Well,
a
if
sense
anything-
of? Do you have a sense of something that we don't know about yet?
Just something my old mentor told me long ago. Is that when you don't know how something's going to play out, you should always assume the worst and plan accordingly.
Hmm.
And to be honest, this guy hasn't been seen since our departure, so...
My old mentor
You mean
said,
Rabastion?
my old mentor taught me that get laid while the laying's good. So I don't really understand your advice, but
No, it's more
And with
military.
that, Durian
side.
scans the room.
I do. That's in fact exactly what I do.
Oh, okay. Well, let's
I'll
roll
snap.
some die. The place is very lively because it's the festival and rooms are hard to come by. And yeah, you spot a few ladies here and there.
So
You
I'm
would, you
gonna flick 5 gold to. Actually, I'm gonna do it in silver, but I'm gonna pass. I
Okay.
guess what is it? 50 silver.
Mhm.
50 silver each to Amreth and to Caben, and say our debt
Wait,
is
how much
settled.
did you give to me?
5
50
gold.
5
Well, 50 silver, 5 gold. To pay back
Okay.
the debt, and I say, you guys have a good night. I've got I gotta rest up for the performance tomorrow, and there's only one way I know to get ready for performance. So, have a good night, everybody.
I'm just gonna say happy hunting.
Yes, happy hunting for sure, Durian.
So we don't have to roleplay this, Travis.
Yeah.
No, wait, I want to see
Let's
this.
not roleplay this
No,
again.
no, you gotta.
No, I
You
don't.
gotta roleplay it.
I don't want to just drive the show. I'm happy to make Travis as uncomfortable as possible, but a series of diplomacy checks. How about we do it that way?
Sure, that might help out.
So I go up and I introduce
Fun.
myself to the first elf I find that's, meets my standards.
What are your standards?
First elf. Okay, yeah, you find an elven lady pretty quickly. Everyone is, of course, in a good mood due to the festival and the alcohol and the various other substances. Were you gonna do diplomacy check, or how are we doing
Yeah,
this
I
here?
introduce myself, offer to buy her a
Sure.
drink with a wink,
Sure.
something a little like
With an elven
buy her a
wing.
drink, and the wink promises more. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you roll me a diplomacy check here? quick?
No, the wink goes.
Oh.
And she is not interested.
All right, well
Anyway.
then I go.
You should have given her
let's
an
get
elf
back to
wink,
the party,
man.
But I go scan the room some more and wait at the bar for a bit.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
like, checking the room for girls and stuff. Is there like a lady there that Owen would find quote appropriate for like himself? Like he's
Not
got pretty
appropriate
high
enough
standards.
to find a princess.
Are there any
Yeah.
princesses out there?
I mean,
in the
he's
inn?
really
There
nice
aren't.
looking.
There,
No.
yeah, it's a nice inn. You don't see any princesses or anyone of obvious high nobility.
Or strong
Or does
like
he?
warrior types.
Hmm.
You like them with calloused hands, there, Oren?
No, nothing like that.
Ooh, no, you don't see anyone particularly interesting.
Okay, I just keep drinking then.
Okay. All right. So, does anyone else do anything other than that? Like I said, the bar's pretty hopping. There is a bard playing some music in the front.
Ooh.
How is it?
I kind of point to him and say, competition? During?
He is.
I'm not at the table
playing-
anymore.
Oh, that's right.
He is giving a pretty good performance.
I'm gonna go around the bar a little bit and try and like just casually talk to people, see if they know what's happening tomorrow and during the festival.
Okay.
Like what
yeah, I
events are
mean,
scheduled.
you get informed that it's a lot of performances, a lot of dancing and I don't know, acrobatics type stuff.
So nothing too particularly interesting that Owen would be.
Yeah,
like,
there's no combat of any type.
And by acrobatics,
I think
you
that
mean, like,
Arn should definitely enter the
flexibility
dancing
or-
competition.
Wait.
Flexibility.
Did you ask if there's flexibility challenges?
No, I'm trying to figure like, do you mean like acrobatic type stuff? Like we're talking about you need to be pretty dexterous to be good at them, or like how's this work?
Probably.
Yeah, dexterity and training and a group to perform with.
He just wants to dance by himself.
You know, no,
There
Owen's
aren't
get-
any like one-man shows that you'd be able
Yeah.
to participate in.
If
That's
you had
the thing.
said this to Durian, he would make some joke about the brothers Barton right about now.
No,
So
no, actually, Oren's getting an idea, and he doesn't know
Okay.
how this would work. It's a group
You
performance.
can
You should share that idea.
Yeah, it's like
Or Oren
yeah,
should share.
So you,
I'm pretty good
you
on
get
my
a little more
toes.
detail. It's usually groups of 10 or more performers doing various acrobatics and throwing and flipping and basically think like gymnastics floor style in the Olympics, except performed by 10 people at once.
Oh god, no, okay, you definitely don't have enough people for that. Is
Yeah.
that like the only ones that are happening? Or is there like no dance slash,
Yeah, it's all that
performance?
kind of thing tomorrow. The
he had
wrestling
Larry to perform
competitions
with.
were yesterday. The jousting competitions opened the show with the first day.
Hmm. 'Cause the
Just
idea
dance.
Oren was getting was like dancing with Amreth while Jimmy and like Kevin, if Kevin can actually play an instrument or sing, or I don't know what Kevin can. Not Kevin. Kevin.
who are these people that you were referring
Kevin
to?
and Durian. My apologies. I'm still waking up. Do
You
like
can
a digital
definitely
number.
try and register a group if you want.
No, I don't think that's gonna really work though. It's like it's not. I sort of think it was more like dance and that kind of thing. not,
We're a trained
gymnastics.
group of adventurers, not a trained group of dancers.
Yeah, I,
I think that would fail horribly.
Dancing's 101 for princes.
Is this before or after sword fighting?
Before technically. It's something that's learned as a child.
I just imagine.
I would love to
Arn
see
dancing
Oren
and it's
roll for
hilarious.
ballroom dancing. This would be pretty.
Well, I could do it if no. You know what? Screw it. I offer
You should-
Amber to dance just to show off my dancing skills.
You want me
Yeah,
to?
you're
Oh, I need a
Oren,
dance partner.
Arn is
Otherwise
asking
I
you to
can't.
dance.
No.
No,
No.
nothing serious. It's casual.
No, still no. Amaranth is like, I'm
Right, that's all
I'm
that.
a good cleric and I help heal people.
Opposed
I don't
opposed
dance.
dancing checks, please.
Those dancing
I was
chicks.
gonna say, can't roll for dancing when I have a partner.
Yeah,
Guess not.
keep in mind how
you can
this
dance
would
with
look
Durian.
too. Yeah.
You can
Keep
dance
in
with
mind
the-
how that would look too. You are 7 inches taller than her.
True.
Oh, actually, that's
Oh.
I guess that's not too.
I mean, that's kind of normal if you think about real life. Several inches of height difference, so.
7 though? 7 inches?
It's not
That
only
much?
seven.
It's like half a
Quite the
foot.
height.
It's not
That's
terrible.
like- The difference in height between my boyfriend and I'm like 5'3" and he's like 5'11" or something. So.
I have a friend.
Well, I guess I'm just short, so.
Yeah. I have a friend who is 6'7" and he married someone who is 5'4".
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my god.
That's
Real
pretty
life,
crazy.
outside of game.
Must be pretty.
Real life. Real life.
Must be pretty awkward when they take photos together and they're like this difference in the
He
photo.
just has to like spot down for pictures or something.
Okay, getting back to the game. Orin, you are getting the idea that your traveling dance troupe might not be to the caliber.
Yeah,
that
I'm gonna do nothing else. I'm just gonna have a couple of drinks and go to sleep.
Okay, couple of drinks. Durian.
I'm gonna
You-
I'm gonna try and find a time when the bard takes a break to try and steal his thunder.
Okay.
Oh snap! a
Well, he
flute off or
does
something.
get done. 1 second, I've got to open something up. He does get done playing his instrument, and he does kind of signals for the crowd after they get done clapping and cheering and whatnot. He does signal for silence, and I can't find the damn document. Where's downloads? Downloads. Sorry, different computer, guys. I'm
Cool.
having trouble finding some stuff.
Unacceptable, Travis. Unacceptable.
I know,
It's-
right?
It's the season to be trolled.
Yeah. So he signals for silence and says, "Friends, I have a tale of one of my many adventures. You may recognize this one. It takes place about a decade ago, and the crowd kind of starts cheering as though they know where this is going.
They're like,
And
oh,
then
this guy
he-
again.
Yeah, this guy again. And then he patiently waits for Gmail to load his text document. What do you guys do in the meantime?
I sort of perk my
kind
head
of
up
pay
at
attention
this.
to the guy. Yeah.
Yeah. and
Yeah.
I don't know what his tail is.
I turn over and I'm giving a critical eye to his tale, possibly memorizing it, because I have an excellent memory
Possibly
for
memorizing
stories.
How
Okay.
drunk are you at this point?
I haven't been drinking much.
Yeah, we only had that one drink from you, right?
Hmm
Lean back on my drink
yeah,
and
Durian's
listen.
been waiting for you to buy him another there.
No, it's just
I
the
keep,
first round.
yeah, I'm sitting at the bar and I keep looking back at you, being like, "Hey, you can't see me, Travis." I'm shrugging my shoulders, like, "Eh."
No, I can
Eh?
see you. My camera's just not.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm like, shrug shoulder. I shared the first one, and I'm technically like brokest of the one, so.
You've got like 200 some gold. You're not good.
Yeah, but that's spoken for already.
Okay. Alright, so he says, my friends, I have a tale that starts about 10 years ago. Well, maybe a little longer than that. I call it the Battle of the Red Snow. 'Twas 12 years ago, so far gone it seems now, when the health of our dear king did ebb and did bow. And when his health did fail, our whole nation would mourn. We did not know from strife a true hero would be born. 'Twas over 10 years past, so long ago now, when the treachery of Taurus rivaled that of the Drow. King Procus the Greedy silently declared war, and his vile son Amrius did break down our door. 'Twas almost 10 years ago, such a lifetime, seems a lifetime, my friends, when the might of Palatinus seemed at a dire end. I was out there myself, I did see with these two eyes, when our bold King Henry saw his time of greatness arise. Our lands had been sacked, Relgard had been lost, our sorties had been routed, our lines had been crossed. I tell you, dear friends, We seemed to be on our last days. Then on a cold winter morning, the clouds at last parted ways. At the frozen ground of the great swamp we made our last stand, and King Henry the Bold took personal command. He challenged the vain prince, even in the face of defeat, and Amrius the fool accepted, hoping to steal the king's seat. It seemed an even match to all those who looked on. Though our brave king was young, he was also quite strong. And Amrius the prince, though pampered and mercurious, fought on with strength and tenacity, a dog that was furious. Amrius threw the gem Hagar and caught it when it returned, while our king with his great hammer to strike back he did burn. And as he closed with the hated prince, they sized each other up, and our young bloodied king no longer looked like a pup. They fought with great frenzy. Ancient weapons did blur, a shield and a spear and a great hammer did whirl. Our king seemed repelled, the general did press on. My fellow soldiers looked shocked, their courage almost gone. But our great king did not falter, no, even though it looked grim. He ducked under the next blow, his moment of triumph upon him. And with one deafening crash, from a thunderous blow, there lay vile Amrius, blood staining the snow. And the crowd goes wild.
Oh, snap.
Wasn't he a
I'm gonna
child at the
clap along
time?
with the crowd.
No, you can see that this bard is on the older side, probably middle-aged. There's a good amount of clapping and cheering and roars of "To Henry the Bold" and blah 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 blah.
I mutter under
And,
my breath like a cheap way to win the crowd. But I mutter to myself.
Alright, Durian turns a slight shade of green, and everyone goes on.
Little bit envious there.
So I stand up when I see what the bard's gonna do next.
Do you see what he's going to do next?
I watch him. Is he about to start another story or play anything his instrument again?
No. He's talking to the crowd and getting money and speaking with. You see a few older soldiers walk up to him and start talking, and they all look pretty jovial at that point.
Okay, I'm gonna do something bold here.
Okay.
I'm at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm at the bar, and I'm gonna jump onto one of the bar stools, like standing, so I'm above the whole crowd.
Oh man.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, my best sonorous voice and say, "My friends, I have been inspired by this tale, and I would like to share a song for the fallen." That's what I say.
Okay.
Do I get everybody's attention? Do I get any attention?
Yeah. Yes. People are definitely looking at you.
So I say again, and this is for our fallen comrades in battle. And I look down and I give it a moment, sort of letting the moment build, and then I go, "And death shall have no dominion. Dead man naked they shall be one with the man in the wind and the west moon. When their bones are picked clean, the clean bones gone, they shall have stars at elbow and foot. Though they go mad, they shall be sane. Though they sink through the sea, they shall rise again. Though lovers be lost, love shall not, and death shall have no dominion. And death shall have no dominion under the windings of the sea. They lying long shall not die windily, twisting on racks when sinews give way, strapped to a wheel, yet they shall not break. Faith in their hand shall snap in two, and the unicorn evils run them through. Split all ends up they shan't crack, and death shall have no dominion. And death shall have no dominion, no more may gulls cry at their ears, or waves break loud on the seashores. Where blew a flower may a flower no more lift its head to the blows of the rain, though they be mad and dead as nails, heads of the characters hammer through daisies, break in the sun till the sun breaks down, and death shall have no dominion."
Very nice, very nice. Roll a performance check on that.
Bam! Upgraded performance too.
Come on, man. You did
I'm
it
sorry?
once, have to do it again.
I said
Something
no.
like
I
that.
just have an even bigger bonus on my performance. That's why I was just patting myself on the back. That's all.
See, this is the bit I can't watch.
19.
Still crappy, but I mean
19.
good, but horrible.
Better.
No, it's fine. I didn't ask you to add anything because I didn't want to give away what your modifier would be. People appreciate that. They clap and cheer a bit. And
Nobody read.
You
nobody
see,
read Roll20 chat right now.
what's
Yeah,
that?
just ignore that, because I meant to send it all as a whisper to you, Travis, but then it all went into it. So just ignore that. You didn't see that.
No, I have no idea. That you
Okay.
Not looking. Chat sees
That's
it though.
not a list of spells or anything. Stop! I'm trying to copy and paste. Damn it! Stop.
Oh,
Okay.
quickly.
Oopsies.
You done?
Okay.
not reading.
Yeah,
Alright.
So people start clapping and cheering, buying you a few drinks, and you do see the other bard kind of look over, like he's fairly bemused. He doesn't look too angry.
Cool. That's fine.
Oh,
Alright.
I give some applause.
I'll give him an applause and I'll get him another drink and I say, better luck next time.
Yeah, I will also
That's
give
right.
some applause
I don't
there.
know.
So.
I don't know, friends.
It's pretty good.
I followed up I think I call that a success. I followed up a bard more knowledgeable of local history and the currents of the times, and I didn't get thrown out the door. So I'd call that a rousing success.
Yeah. I say we're a bit of a tough crowd. I mean, yeah, I didn't-
Not every performance is about getting piles of gold, though. That's kind of
No,
nice too. But
I just mean that it's like, you know, compared to like the local royalty, there's not much you can really do. That's all.
There's more important things than gold, Arin.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
many,
I'm the
though.
one who understands that
Yeah,
the
not
process
too
doesn't really
many.
care about gold.
Cool. So you guys bask in
Yep.
Durian's adulation for a while. The other bard does come over to you after a while. Durian says, "Nice performance. I don't think I've heard that piece before. May I ask your name?"
you may call me Durian.
Durian Jameson Hightower. Nice to meet you. And he holds out his hand.
It's his name really.
I shake it. I shake it and I say, "Feel free to join us. You would all benefit from your wisdom, perhaps."
Ah, well, wisdom and experience are two different things, I find. But yeah, I'll share a few tales with you fine folks. He brings a drink over and sits at your table. So, where's your group from? You didn't strike me as a native to Platinus.
We are travelers, if you will, and I was
We're
merely
from all over the place, essentially.
had a particular tale that I had written that seemed to go well with yours, if you don't mind me being so bold.
I didn't hear a bit of that. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I just
We're
said
really
to him,
robot.
I just said basically that no, we're travelers. Happen to be it's our first time in Platinum City, and that I just when you had told your tale, I had a tale that I had written that I thought would go well with it. So if I may be so bold, is what I told him.
Oh no, it's a good time for everyone to join the festivities.
Sweet. So I mean, I guess I just chat with him for a little bit.
Yeah, he asks you more about what your group has been up to. Have you been traveling around Palatinus much recently? Encountered any difficulties, friends?
Nothing too big.
Yeah, just quite a few, but not enough that are too much for us to handle.
Okay. Well, good to hear you didn't have too much trouble. A few friends of mine got pretty messed up by a group of goblins some time back. They all survived, luckily, but
Hmm.
I think they lost a bit more than they hoped to gain.
Wow, when was this?
Few weeks ago now. I haven't been hearing quite as much about goblins lately, but you never know.
Or-
The roads haven't
Owen
been
sort of does
safe
those
since.
shifty eyes at this point when he hears that.
They're a blight on the countryside, friend.
Yeah, it's been we've had our fair share of the run-ins with goblins
Lots
and
of
like.
strange
Although
creatures, essentially.
most of our ears have been bent towards. We've been bending our ears towards rumors of the undead. Have you heard anything of such?
Really? I heard a couple of tales recently, but nothing too much. What do you know, friends?
Well, before we go on the topic of the undead friend, goblin thing, when did it occur with your friends?
Wait, what?
What?
Well, he said his friends
I
got
didn't-
attacked by goblins. I was wondering where, in particular.
Hmm.
I look
Southern
over at
coast?
Orin to give him a look to shut up.
No, I'm just curious if we've been there recently.
Orin, you missed the look completely. You're not even looking at Durian.
Yeah.
Durian's like waving, and you're not. You're not.
No, I'm not waving. I just give him a big stern look, but he won't shut up.
Yeah.
Did he actually say where his friends got attacked, or?
Yeah, he said southern coastline.
Oh, never mind. I wouldn't actually say that then. I must have cut out when you said it.
Okay.
Well, we encountered a single undead skeleton on the way in, but we've only heard other stories.
Yeah, it's on people's lips. Rumors of the undead people heading into Platinus City. Don't know if you had heard something similar. How long have you been in the city now?
Oh, in the city, I've been working on some material for the last couple days, but most like myself, most people just come into the city for the celebration.
Mm.
They say Platinus City grows by 50% during the festival, and even more than that during winter solstice.
I could believe it.
So, are you familiar with the war at all? Was the
The war-
subject of my piece.
The war between Taurus and Platinus.
Yeah.
I've heard so much about it.
The old one or the new one?
Sort of
Well,
chuckle at that.
I do hope it doesn't come to that. It wasn't a pleasant time around here last time we fought Taurus. Though we did come out victorious, it was more due to our king's leadership than our overwhelming army.
Power alone doesn't win battles, friend.
That's true, that's true. Sometimes it takes boldness and courage, and sometimes a little dumb luck.
Dumb
Guys,
luck
I have a
is
message.
certainly
I have
always
a
useful.
message for you.
I didn't hear any of that.
I have a message for you in just a second on Twitch.
Okay.
On
Well,
Twitch.
friends, on Roll20?
Yeah.
I
Not
think that's what
Twitch,
he meant.
Roll20, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not private if you
Okay.
send it through Twitch.
Then everyone sees it. Can you...
The chat would like that.
Okay, sure. Just DM roll that for me.
Are you hitting on the bard, Durian?
Old
Things
Jameson
like-
Hightower?
I guess I'm gonna ask him what news he has of I'm trying to think of the name here because it's don't have CN, I believe it is.
Cian's above us.
Yeah. See if he's been there
Yeah,
before.
CN is
Oh.
north of...
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I've
So yes,
traveled
you-
all around the area. Haven't been to CN for a while now, but I've been to the southern portion of the country, or at least what they claim.
You mentioned in your tale that you had been to battle. Is this something you do frequently? Join up with the army, so to speak.
No, I was conscripted a decade back when we were in the war. Back when I was in my younger, fitter years, of course. But no, I fought I fought in the Battle of the... Give me a second. Well, they call it the Battle of the Red Snow, but it was really kind of our last stand at the Bogwater Swamp. It was not a good winter for us. Well, if you're not familiar with the war, it was going pretty badly for us for a while. Relgard had been taken by the Tors, and we had been pushed back to the capital, and we finally made our last stand there at the swamp, and, well, King Henry came in, hammered away Prince Amrius, and killed him, and that was that. War over. Well, after a few more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
His younger brother, the current King of Taurus, was not quite as adept of a military leader.
What'd you say happened to the younger brother afterwards?
Nothing. He's the current king. He couldn't lead the war the way Amrius could, and because of that, we managed to push them back. Then on winter solstice, they signed a treaty ending the hostilities. They're still pretty burned about Jem Hagar, though.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Amrius's, well, the royal family of Taurus's ancestral weapon. Usually, when skirmishes had been fought or any of these weapons had been lost, they were returned with honors along with the body, usually for a ceasing the hostilities.
And Jem
king
Hagar
still has
wasn't?
it. Our king still has it, from what I know. It's been a source of tension for a while. I think after...
I can understand
Go
how
ahead.
things, when the prescribed order of things isn't followed, that people would be somewhat upset by it.
Yeah, I mean, they're upset that we kept a spear, we're upset that they invaded our country and killed our countrymen. I don't really feel too bad about it.
That's the pragmatic views. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, well, whatever. If they wanted it back, they shouldn't have invaded our country and burned down our homes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well,
Oh, wait.
friends, I feel like I've taken
Did
enough of your time. Yeah, I'm getting your response here quick.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, keep going then.
Well, he just says, well, friends, I feel like I've taken enough of your time. Feel free to say hi if you're in town at all. I'll probably be performing here most of the next couple days. He kind of looks at Durian pointedly when he says that and heads off. Enjoy the
Looks
trip.
over at Dorian and is like, he's trying to steal your
One sec.
thunder.
So after he leaves, I say, like, well met, Jameson, Hightower. And then I turn to Amrith and say, well, maybe
met,
if I didn't...
Durian.
I turn to Amrith and say, well, maybe if we were crawling around grubby crypts, then I would be able to stake a claim on performing here. But you don't understand how us performing
Suppose?
folks work. He got here first, and there's very little I can do. There's a certain sort of cruel honor that goes into the bardic lifestyle, shall we say.
Makes sense there.
I might outperform him if we're both competing for a spot, but if he's laid claim to it, it's his territory as sure as I'm alive and speaking right now. So,
Well, I don't see what's wrong with a little bit of healthy competition. I say you should give it your all tomorrow.
I definitely
Nope.
agree with that.
nope, not here. I'll perform somewhere else, but not here.
If you say so.
I had one. Sawashe, I had one shot, and while it didn't crash and burn, I didn't sway the crowd totally in my favor. So they would only cry for him back. So it's kind of an honor among thieves.
I didn't know bards were so territorial.
Mm.
Comes,
I
it
thought-
comes from the wandering life, I think. comes from not being sure where you're going to find someone who is like-minded as yourself, and therefore there's a certain amount of respect that goes into that.
You know, this is where all it makes to remark is I thought only kings and people who own territories have this much of a pissing match over stuff.
Nice.
I'm going to excuse myself and say, well, I have business with the blacksmith in the morning, so I'm going to go to bed.
Thanks for the drinks, Oren.
Okay. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
I'll think-
excuse yourself, but it's still like 8 at night. So
Thanks, Aaron.
That's
He
Probably
fine.
hasn't
9 or
go
10
to
at
bed
this point.
time.
That's
he
okay.
doesn't get
Oren's
Ah,
grumpy.
okay.
pretty fucking beat up, so he's going to have a
We
bath.
we had a rough day. Or yesterday was a rough day.
That's pretty much what I do. I just bath and go to bed.
Okay.
I go companionship hunting again.
I thought you said barf at first.
No.
That's what I heard too.
He said this.
I throw up.
I go wash myself.
Alright, Durian, you are
Darn
you
accents.
are striking out with the ladies. They all seem to be there with their boyfriends, fiancés, husbands. Sorry.
You always find a nice guy, Dorian.
Well, then I just sit at the bar and I chat people up. Then do a little, hunting for news. I'm kind of listening out for more recent talk about the undead, or perhaps looking for more recently arrived people for the festival in the past day or two to see if
Okay.
they have any news of unicorns and whatnot. I'm not
Yeah,
asking about
no
unicorns, but is there any weird rumors going around?
No, you don't catch any rumors about undead or a Venric basically,
Hmm.
or anything that could point you toward him.
Okay.
All right. So I guess anyone else do anything during the night, or for the sake of brevity, will everyone sleep at some point?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't really
well,
do anything
I
too
would like
exciting.
To do something small, but
Oh,
as
go
we
ahead.
talked about Travis about the carving and stuff, I'd like to go see if I can just get like a piece of wood or something, and then just use. I believe I have a dagger. Do I have a
Yeah.
dagger?
So you were
Yes,
looking
I'm
up
gonna
to
use
take up
that.
whittling.
Yes, so I'd like to, spend a little bit of my time before going to sleep to try and whittle a little symbol of Corlan the Rethian, matching the one that's on my belt thing, whatever you want to call it.
You spend your evening
And then go to
in
bed.
You can.
whittling.
Not downstairs at the bar, but like in my room.
Oh, okay.
Use it to kind of like meditate and pray or whatever my cleric would do in that case. So.
Yeah, you can find some scrap wood and start trying your hand at creating something. Why don't you
It'll
roll
be like a macaroni picture.
Yeah, that's probably what the
Hopefully a
first
little
ones will
better.
look like.
Yeah.
Why don't you roll me a
Like, hey
D20?
guys, look.
Yeah. Why don't you roll me a D20
20.
minus
Yes.
3 for lack of proficiency?
Oh, sad face.
Yeah, you have
Whoa,
one dex.
nat 20.
Oh.
What? What?
What?
20
Nice.
minus
Okay.
So that's
What was she rolling for?
Yeah.
I
So
actually
your
be
first attempt.
really good at carving.
Yeah, you managed to whittle a passable facsimile to your holy symbol.
Awesome. I'm so excited.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, you're pretty impressed with yourself on the first try. Excellent.
I'm just
I guess anyone else doing anything before heading to bed?
Travis, I know the priest did something with my armor last time. Is it?
Yes.
What is it? What condition is it in still? I guess
Did he mend it for you?
I didn't write it. You said like it looked like it was like it magically fixed itself. I wasn't sure if that was like completely or just a little bit or what.
No, your armor's fine.
Oh,
Your
okay.
armor's fine at this point.
All right. Then I will go to bed.
All right. Okay, so everyone goes to bed. You know, it's a little later than usual. Place is still pretty loud when you guys go off, and you all wake up.
Alright, so first thing I want to do is, after breakfast, is run to a blacksmith before the festival gets heavily underway this morning.
Before you
Okay.
skip through this breakfast, I would like to show off the carving that I whittled last night. Show it off to everyone very excitedly. And show them, look what I made.
I give it a nod, but I don't care.
And then I noticed the great quality of it because of the natural 20, and I say, very impressive.
Thank you very much,
Yeah, you
Ryan.
can see it was.
You know,
I give her an elf
first
nod.
try and all. An elf nod. I understand. Very
Nice.
excited about it, and I'm just gonna wear it because I can.
Okay, you wear it because you can. Cool. So, Orin, you head off to do the armor repair stuff. Anyone else going with him?
No, I already did that first thing we got into town, so I don't need to do that.
You know what? I'll go with not to get my armor repaired, but I want to go shopping.
Yeah, I'll go with him too.
I say, well,
Okay.
tally ho, friends. And
Tally ho.
not Type and skip.
What? Sorry, what
Not really.
is today? The second to last day of the festival?
Yeah, second to
Yes.
last day.
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
All right, yeah. So
Yeah,
nothing.
you guys haven't really been to the festival square yet, just because you've gotten back so late. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. You the boys head out shopping.
The boy.
Oh boy.
Alright, in the
Head out
boys.
shop.
I
Cool,
suppose
so
I will go
you-
through the town or something.
Okay. You go
Just
through
kind
the
of
town.
wander
or
around.
something.
Oh, before we
see what's
left-
going on.
Before we left, I would we would just said let's meet up in the festival for noon or something.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, cool. So the boys go shopping. Let's start with them.
Why am I not playing as a Dragonborn? Want to play up a race?
Not in our campaign, no.
That's in the campaign called Skyrim, I believe.
And D&D next. But we won't go
Or
there.
in the Dragonborn.
Or in the Dragonborn. Cool. You guys find an armor,
Raw.
and he appears to be up in his shop, selling things. It's fairly early in the morning, but he's actually pretty busy.
Cool, so I'm gonna go in and introduce myself. Say, good morning, friend.
Yes, good morning, sir. How can I help you?
I have need
Says
of your
the human
services.
shopkeeper.
Okay.
Yes, I gathered as much. How can I help you?
I am looking to buy better quality of armor, one could say.
Ah, well, let's see what. Whoa, you've seen some action there, friend, haven't you? Is that all your blood?
No, some of it is that of my enemies, and yes and that.
It's all his.
Well, considering, I was going to say, considering the holes in it, wow, I'm impressed you're still with us. Yeah,
I'm very
I could definitely help you with better armor, stuff that is not only whole but of higher quality.
Cool, friend.
What specifically would you be looking for, my friend? I have some chain mail here that would probably fit you quite nicely. I have scale mail like the stuff you're wearing now, except not so full of holes. I do have some half plate available if you're looking to really increase your armor.
I believe I'm looking for, was it a breastplate?
Ah, yes, I have a couple of breastplates available for sale. Let me take your measurements here, sir.
Absolutely.
He busies about measuring you up and saying, yes, I have something that would fit you quite well, I think. It would take about a day to adjust, but we could have it ready for you before the festival starts tomorrow.
That'd be great. And just, yeah, it was, breastplate, that's awesome. I also have
Excellent.
one other thing, friend, and I pull out the heavy file. That, this was quite useful to me recently, but as you can see, sort of looks at the shield, I quite skilled with a shield, and well, I love this weapon. It sort of goes against the training of what I was used to with wielding a shield in battle, and I was wondering if you had something in the one-handed variety of sorts.
I'm sorry, sir. I only deal in armor. There are weapon shops right around here, though, that you could take it to. I would take it off your hands, but as I'm not an expert, they would probably be able to pay you better. Though I could put it towards the cost of your armor.
That's fine if you wanna do that for my other friend.
Excellent. Well, that, and I assume you won't be needing the scraps of what remains of your current armor.
No, if you have use for it, then by all means, friend. This seems
Okay.
been through many battles and has saved me countless times.
I can see that. Well, with that and Mikasa, I can do 185 gold then on the breastplate, with the trade-ins, of course.
Of course. That would be fine, friend. And I give him the 185 gold.
Oh, you. Excellent. Thank you, sir. Yes, we will have that ready for you right away tomorrow morning. And he kind of calls over an attendant and gives him the measurements and asks him to start on it. Can I get you and your friends anything else?
I ask about any sort of crossbow-related weapons. Or is, there, is he
as I
only
said,
in
I'm-
armor?
It's an armor.
He's only in armor.
Okay. I ask him about and say, I like to be light on my feet, and I have this studded armor. Is there something you could offer that perhaps for the less impressively built, shall we say?
I know what you mean. I do have some lighter armors, some leather armor available, or padded armor. It won't be quite as effective as your current armor, but it will certainly be lighter.
What is it, Travis?
Leather armor or padded armor?
No, I want to stick with my studded. So I say,
What's
thank
what's
you,
padded
Lord.
armor?
Whoa, I didn't catch any
Oh,
of that.
sorry.
No, I thank him but decline. Say, was hoping for something a little bit perhaps more protective while still remaining light. But if you don't have anything like that,
I do have some chain shirts available, but they would be a bit heavier. They would be more protective, though.
I pass. I say thank you.
No problem, sir.
Would you like to
That's
see
a nice
my rod?
buckler, by the way. Where did you get that?
Okay. I said a couple towns back south, and I would need to see a map, Travis, to remember the name of the town. But I give the name of the town where we bought it. A good dwarven smith made it from
Was it
acquired for me.
Elfgard?
Might have been Elfgard. Maybe before that even.
I think it was Elfgard because there's a dwarven smith there, I think.
I
it
only
was-
run into dwarven smiths.
Yeah, we've had a lot of dwarves.
Oh no, it was
That's
Elfgard.
that's where Travis puts my charisma bonuses into getting some sort of
Yeah.
favored race so that
I
I, can
think it
chat
was-
with them in dwarven.
Yeah, I think it was actually High Cliff, because I think Elfgard was the elven smith who sold the massive tower shield to Orin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. The orange
was
one.
Yeah, it was one of them because we're having a talk with him about how we beat up all the orcs in Silvis. What it is?
Yes, yeah.
Sylvis.
Yeah.
Sylvish.
He had it before then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But oh well.
You tell him where, which Durian would remember.
Yeah. Travis, what is padded armor?
It is really kind of crappy cloth armor.
Oh, okay.
It's very light, but it's not very
You
protective.
put a pillow under your shirt.
Right, it's leather. It's leather with like shoulder pads.
Football pads.
No, that's actually worse than leather armor.
So I show off the buckler some and say it's served me well more times than I can count now. Would you like to see my rod?
Oh god.
Well,
He
friend,
reports it.
there are many people in this city with many different proclivities. I'm sure you can find someone who would swing that way during the festival.
I mean, it's a fine rod. Acquired it
Doesn't
off
every
a dead-
man think that? You can see
it
he's
has.
getting
It has. I tell him it has special abilities once a day.
Oh god.
yeah.
Yes.
I
it can
I
grow
tell him
very
I would
tall
do
in
the
a
same thing.
Single moment.
And
Okay.
then I say, I wish it would work more than once a day, though.
Caven's gonna walk out at this point.
Yeah.
Eat
Insert
healthy,
random
exercise,
infinite
you'll get
stroke.
there, friend.
Yeah, it's like insert random infinite stroke and just turn around and leave.
Okay, so Orin left.
I
didn't
walked
quite hear that.
outside. I didn't leave the area, but I just walked outside
No,
the
no,
shop.
I just stick with Caven. I'm not actually going to split the party.
Yeah, that wasn't
Oh,
good last
it's
time.
less dangerous now. Cool. So, do you guys look for any more armor, or are we pretty good on that?
I think I'm good for armor, but I want to go to a weapon shop.
Yeah, I'm all for
And
weapon shop.
since the larger city, find like a magic shop maybe.
Sure. Are you looking for magic as in potions or spells or items? What are you looking for exactly?
Items. Well, I can't use spells, so items. Just to browse. I probably can't buy anything, but I want to see what's there.
I'm actually
Sure.
interested in potions, believe it or not, as well.
Okay. Well, for items, I mean, you ask around and you hear that the higher end of town would usually have that kind of thing. You know, they tend to put the shops with all the nice stuff in the area where people can actually buy them.
Makes sense.
So yeah, you guys head out from the middle class area into the high class area, and let's see. The guard kind of stop you on the way and say, "Excuse me, can I help you, gentlemen?"
Yes, we're looking for,
Yeah, I kind of like just look over at Orin and Durian, like,
like, we're looking for a shop that deals with magical items.
Ah, I see. Yes, and he gives you directions in there and kind of looks at your clothes and your armor a bit askew, but doesn't say much of anything else. Orin, did you actually give him your old armor?
Yeah, so I've just got my normal clothing on now.
Okay. Cool, so you've got a shirt with 2 massive puncture holes in it.
Oh, and I have a jacket.
Oh, okay. Yes, you do. Your jacket probably also has.
Yeah,
No,
I'd be
you'd
mixed.
you'd kind of wear your jacket. Oh, whatever. Your jacket's not as damaged, so.
yeah.
But you may want to get some new clothing.
Yeah, I plan to with new
Getting
armor. I'm
that.
gonna go for the
Cool.
principal.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah. You guys get directed to where you need to go, and you come up on a magic shop.
I look at Cabe and I say, "Want me to do the shopping?" I have a way with words.
Sure. Let's go see what we have.
Yeah. What
Actually-
are you interested in?
I don't even know what's in here. I've never been to a magic shop before.
Well, it's
I've-
not
I've
just
only
card
heard-
tricks and bunny rabbits. All right?
I've only heard things, Durian. This is the most. This is the most money I've ever had in my
The ways
life.
of the arcane are very mysterious.
Durian, if you can, I'd like you to inquire about potions in which means a person can commune with animals, actually.
Yes.
Why the hell would you? Why the hell would you want to do that? All right. Potion and
I
animals.
have plans, friend.
Because we want to hear Travis talk like a fish.
Not a fish. Maybe a
I don't say that.
half.
That was one of the highlights of roleplay. But anyway, I say, okay. Anything else, guys? Oh, my phone's going up. Hold on.
Healing potions.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about
Healing push would be good. I mean, if I see anything with the item that I think might be within our grasp, I'll give you a look, Durian.
Okay.
But I'm not expecting to buy anything really.
We're gonna. Just out of curiosity, we're going to the weapon shop after this, right?
Sure. Yes.
Okay,
Cool.
in we
So
go.
you guys enter the magic shop, and at this point, why don't we switch over to Amareth and see what she is up to? Amareth, you were going about the city, as I remember.
So I was going to kind of go around the city and see what's going on because the fair or what is it called? Festival. Yeah, sorry.
Yes,
There.
the Festivus for the rest of us. Yeah, the festival is going on, and it's still fairly early, so the big performances haven't started. But were you going to like the main square then?
Yeah, I figure I might as well do that and see, what's happening, even though it's early.
Okay. Yeah, it's fairly early, but they do have a few people out in the main square. Like they kind of have sort of a, I guess you would call it bleachers, like bleachers set up, and then a big area in the middle of the square where there are people going around, juggling swords and torches on fire and doing various other kind of minor performances. And there's some people starting to fill into the stands. A lot of people going around the outskirts buying food and talking to vendors, buying items, buying
Okay.
drinks. It's early, but some people are getting their drink on pretty well already.
Well, I might as well join in with that,
That drink on.
Get that drink on.
obviously.
Okay,
Exactly.
cool. So you grab a drink and go around. Is there anything specific that you're looking for?
I don't think so. If you maybe want to roll for it, see if anything interesting pops up or anyone I can help.
Sure.
I just didn't feel like going
Anyone you
shopping
can
with the
help.
guys.
I mean, there are
Yeah.
definitely beggars and people that are sick, kind of on the outskirts. The guards are sort of kind of shepherding them away from the main area.
They're like,
but
get out of
you
here,
can
you
definitely
poor
find
people.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I suppose I'll just kind of check things out and have a drink or two, and then perhaps even go back to the Coralon temple that's in the town, and lend a helping hand there, and maybe give the high priest the symbol that I whittled, even though it's my first one. But I'll give it as a gift because I'm nice.
Cool. So you check out the area a bit, note some poor and some needy and various things, and see that the main performances haven't kicked on quite yet. And yeah, you head back to the temple, and let's see here, roll. Yeah, so you head back to the temple and talk to the high priest. Anything specific you want to say?
I will just kind of go up to him and take off the symbol the holy symbol that I had whittled, and show it to him and let him know that I decided to pick up a new hobby in my downtime, that I'm gonna make some symbols perhaps and give them away on my travels, and I'd like him to have the first one that I made.
Ah, why thank you, Lady Amarith. A fine idea. It is that type of initiative that more of our acolytes need to display. Though I must say I am impressed with your young friend. He came by again this morning, asking about you. Have you seen
Oh,
him
did he?
recently? Yes,
Not
you
since
said
the end
you
of
were
the day, no.
you said you were staying at the Boiling Cod Inn, right?
No, we are staying at the Roasting Quail.
Roasting quail. Damn it. I knew that messenger screwed up somewhere along the way. Yeah, I actually sent out a messenger earlier. Your friend Oren had requested one of the wanted posters that we were going to display.
Well, I could deliver that to him if you have an extra one on you.
Yeah, so the messenger came back saying he couldn't find you, so here's that, and as well as one of these, and he hands you a bronze medallion from his temple. I assume you are familiar with these?
Yes, and I'll
Yes,
kind of
you
show
are
him the one that
displayed-
I have from Sylvan, or I think it was.
Silvish. Ah,
Silvish,
very
yeah.
interesting. The village of Silvish has not been heard from in quite some time. Glad to hear that they have
well.
regained contact with the rest of the world.
Yeah, we helped them clean up the issue they were having, so hopefully there will be more communication between them and other people in other towns.
Excellent. Yeah, you had told him the story before.
That's
you had
right, you did,
last-
yeah.
Oh,
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you again for coming by. If you see your friend Rebeston, say hello. I didn't get a chance to talk to him much this morning.
Absolutely will do.
Excellent.
Okay, so he gave
Thank-
me a wanted poster and what was the other thing
Yeah.
he gave me? He gave me a bronze symbol.
bronze medallion. Yeah.
runs down in.
Cool. The wanted poster is just, kind of a description, because, they don't have an efficient way to mass print photographs,
Yeah.
but it gives a description of Venric and wanted for suspicion of necromancy and desecration of temples. There's a 100 gold reward for returning him alive to authorities in Palatinus City, or a city in Palatinus where he can be shipped to the capital.
Okay. Alrighty.
Say anything about the dead part of him?
You know nothing. You're not.
You're not
Of
there.
necromancy.
You know nothing.
Orin struck mute in another part of the city.
Yes, I see the other
I've
part.
His
sensed
ears
things
are
are
ringing.
going on.
His spidey senses.
Yeah,
are tingling.
as I said, there's suspicion of necromancy in there, which
Okay.
is, commonly known as creating undead.
Yes.
So, I guess, do you speak to him anymore, Amareth?
No. Nope.
Okay. Cool. So, where do you head to after that?
Going back, didn't Caven say something about like meeting at a specific place or time or something?
Yeah, you would all work.
We'd have made
out to,
plans or
meet
something.
Yeah, you worked out to meet at noon in the main square. It's probably an
Okay,
hour away.
So, well, I will head on out to the main square then, because that's far.
Cool. Yeah, you get there with plenty of time to spare, and I assume you just go about looking at various things and people and whatnot.
Yep, basically.
Okay. Okay, yes, you don't encounter anything of specific note. And in that case, why don't we switch back to the boys doing their shopping?
Okay, so we go into the magic shop.
Cool. You enter the magic shop. And again, it's pretty full. There are a lot of customers all around the city. Most of the people in here are quite obviously very well-to-do. There are a few warrior types in some gleaming armor with an impressive array of weapons and whatnot, and a few other people in robes discussing and bartering on items. And yeah, eventually a man frees up at the counter and yes, how can I help you, fine gentlemen, today?
What is he, human?
He is elven.
I take a quick glance at Orin, and then I say to him in common, I say, good day to you, Master... What may I call you?
Wilhelm is my name.
Master Wilhelm. Good day to you. I hope, I see business has been kind to you of late. I come seeking some, perhaps some of your potion stock and some advice about perhaps your other wares.
Yes, well, I have a fine array of potions here available. Is there anything in specific you're looking for? Or?
Yes, we have a need perhaps to, it's kind of more of a lark, I'd say, than anything else, but we have the time for it. A need to speak with animals. Do you perhaps have some sort of filter or potion which might accomplish this?
Speak with animals. Interesting. I don't believe I have anything right now that would do that for you. An interesting request. May I ask what you are hoping to use it for? I may have a few other things that would aid you.
Well, it's on a dare. You see, my friend Caben back here has made a bet with me that
I give an elf
will-
nod.
yeah, I will find a squirrel to be more intelligent than Orin over here. I point to Orin, but he's betting on Orin, so the only way we could settle this bet was to perhaps, and I give a little smile at this point.
Okay.
I
He kind of
look. He's like, I'll get you later for this, but just keep going.
he smiles back and says, "I'm afraid I can't help with your wager. But I do have a few other potions available that you may be interested in."
Please, show me your stock.
Sure, and he says, I do have some curative potions, as well as a few other ones. I have a potion to remove fear when fighting an enemy. Two of them, actually, and I do have a few more powerful curative potions, if that's what something you would interest you.
What on the curative side? The lesser and the more powerful. Can never be too cautious out in this world.
Of course, my friend. I have I have 4 potions of Cure Light Wounds, and I can part with them for 50 gold each. And I have 2 potions of Cure Moderate Wounds that would run more on the 300 gold side.
50 gold for cure light wound. Surely that you wouldn't charge so much for safety in this world.
Well, safety is at a premium these days, my friend. And of course, the powers of magic are not something that can be had for cheap. And he kind of glances over your clothing again.
And I sort of lean in and say, sometimes it pays to offer good deals, and other times it pays not to flaunt one's wealth quite so obviously. And I look him right in the eye.
He looks you in the eye and says, "This is true. And at a time when I have many customers available, if you're not interested in my wares, I'm sure I can find someone who is."
I understand, sir. Just saying. Master Wilhelm, I can tell you we are interested in having perhaps a few potion of these minor healing potions you speak of. But first, I'd actually like you to appraise something for me that I've come across in my travels. Are you in the business of buying as well as selling? Perhaps some magically inclined goods?
Of course, I'm always interested in purchasing new goods. What do you have to show?
I pull out the leather bag in my backpack.
The leather bag in your backpack.
And I
Yes. I
and I
remember,
speak quietly, and I switch to Elvish, and I say, I have come across these in my travels. I believe them to be dragon scales, and I know enough about the arcane to know that these might be of interest to a practicing wizard. So perhaps you can appraise them for me.
Yes, He answers you in Elven. Yes, these would interest me. I could pay you, let's say, 5 gold apiece for them.
5 gold apiece. What can one do with a dragon scale?
Well, they can be used for armor. They can also be powdered as an ingredient to certain potions or unguents. Really, that's about all I can think of.
I'm gonna appraise him, Travis. See if I can tell if he's pulling salesmanship on me or not praise him, but sense
Sure.
I don't know what you'd call it, but I wanna
Sense motive.
Yeah. Nope. Don't sense shit.
You don't get a reading either way. You
So
do have an appraisal skill that you could appraise the.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know I don't know how to appraise. My thought was I don't know how to appraise them because I have. I mean, I would think appraise goes towards, monetary goods, whereas like knowledge arcana would be used for like appraising the magical value of.
And since you have both those skills, I'd let you do an appraise check on the scales themselves.
Well,
Since you have knowledge of magical matters and dragons.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I do that then?
Yes.
I'm like weighing his offer in my mind, and I kind of look over the scales and think to myself about what I've learned, and almost crit the shit out of it.
Yeah, he's giving you exactly a fair price.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I say, fair enough. How about I will part with 3 of these scales, and I push, like, I set 3 on the table and push them aside and put 3 back in my bag.
Sure. Nods and says, "I
And
can."
since you gain, I gain monetary goods for this, but why don't we put that towards, put it towards 2 potions of cure light wounds, but. Since you are also gaining ingredients for future purchases, which you no doubt will set a fair price for, I say that you offer me those potions for 40 gold apiece.
Us and
Kind of.
negotiator.
Let's see. So you're asking for basically 5 gold discount. Roll a diplomacy check.
Shit.
He nods and says, "I can do that."
So out of game, Travis, I think what I was asking for was to both get 15. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. So it's 15 gold off, so 50, 100 minus.
Yeah.
So 80 minus 15, so 65 gold is basically what I got for asked for 2 potions.
Wait. Let me see if I did my math right.
Yeah,
You're-
I know. That's why I wanted to play.
He took it to mean that shit.
Off the total.
off the total with the scales included. Basically, he was going to give you a 5 gold discount on 2 potions.
And I give up my scales? No way. That's not what I no, I
Well,
was
he's-
trying to say.
Yeah.
So but I'm saying I'm getting 15 gold for 5 gold apiece for 3 dragon scales.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 15 gold, and then I'm gonna buy 2 potions from him, but I wanted it at a price of 40 per. And my argument was that he gets to do a markup on whatever goods he's gonna sell from the dragon scales afterwards. And
Yeah,
he's
then
not
he
for
says
that. He just says no.
No.
Okay. I ask him how about that
I'm
deal?
sorry,
but
sir.
I say I turn back to the
Tell you
party.
what. I can do the dragon scales and 80 gold for 2 potions.
Done.
Excellent.
I give him the 3 dragon scales and count out 80 gold.
Okay, cool.
And not emphasizing, but not hiding that my purse is fairly fat.
Depends on your definition of fairly fat.
Yeah, I've seen bigger.
What I think is fairly fat. I'm not very smart, so it's
Yeah.
okay.
No, this is a nicer end of town. He's got some very well dressed clients.
Okay, well
Yeah,
then I don't make a big deal out of it. Then that's fine.
Okay. Is there anything else I can interest any of you in? He kind of looks at Orin and Caben.
Caben, you wanted to look at his wares.
Yeah, do you have anything other than potions? Items?
I do. They are on the more expensive side. What specifically are you looking for?
I hate this.
Weaponry, rings of certain abilities, other items?
I don't know if I could. I think let's. What kind of rings do you have?
Ah, well. As he waits for the thing to open. Magic rings. Ah, yes. Well, I have this one available here that is a ring of feather falling. If you would happen to find yourself in flight off of a very high area, it would slow your fall to the point where you would be able to land safely from any height.
Okay.
This ring would be on the several thousands of gold range. He kind of sees your reaction, nods, and says, "That may be out of your purchasing range at this point, though. Am I correct?"
I kind of look over to Endurian. Actually, Orin can't really understand because we've been talking in Elvish, haven't we?
No, I only spoke
Yes.
in Elvish when I bartered with the.
Oh.
It was common otherwise.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, and he hasn't
never mind.
switched back, by the way.
Oh,
Okay.
No, he hasn't switched back. He's talking in Elven.
okay. I guess look over at Darian, like a questioning look on my face.
I say in Elvish, I say, "Go on, you're doing fine."
I'm also just gonna look at Caven at this point and not say anything.
What
I
kind of
walk
look?
over to Orin while they're still talking, and I'm gonna say it was 80 gold for the two potions, perhaps to have
I guess
on our side.
I'll turn to the shopkeeper and say, "You're right. This is probably much out of my price range. Do you have anything maybe half that cost in your stock at all?"
I have a ring of protection, but that would also be at least 2,000 gold. I have some scrolls. Do you have the magic ability to use them?
I do not.
I see. Well,
Travis, do I?
do have. Yeah, you could use a scroll, an arcane scroll.
Can
Do you say anything?
So hearing scrolls, I say,
Yeah, I've never seen you guys use scrolls before.
I say, well, I have some ability, sir. Knowledge of the arcane. What do you have in particular? Let's say, for those who may be wary of the undead, perhaps.
Wary of the undead. Interesting. Well, to finish with you, quick sir, and he looks at Caben. I do have a feather token that might interest you. This magical token forms a large fan, which creates enough wind to propel a ship or to blow away enemies.
Hmm.
My eyes perk.
How is
Excuse me, I'm sorry, but this fan would not function well on land. It would need to be used on the sea. Do you find yourself traveling much over water?
Not so much. You said it could blow enemies away?
Yes, but it doesn't function on land.
Hmm.
Are they still speaking in Elvish, by the way?
Yes.
I'm gonna very, very flatly say in comment, how much would this fan cost?
How do you know? Is it? Oh.
The
Okay.
the elf looks a little surprised at you and says it would run about 200 gold.
Alright, so I'm then going to speak in Elvish, believe it or not, of all things. Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what? I'm not even
And,
there,
um,
but what?
And I'm also going to say, well, I'm not interested in purchasing one now, because I've got something else I've bought. Do you have magical longswords available?
I do have a magical longsword available, actually. Kind of looks at you curiously and says it would run again on the side of several thousand gold.
I see. I was just wondering, like, how much one normally would go for. Thank you for that information.
No problem, sir. To your question, I do have a few arcane scrolls available, as well as divine ones. What type of magical ability would you be looking for? Durian.
Sorry, I was muted. Something in the arcane,
Nope, that's
I would say.
Okay.
I am proficient in the use of the and have knowledge of the arcane. Divinity is not my thing.
Okay. Excellent. Well, I have a few scrolls here, and I'm going to see. One is for a Ray of Enfeeblement spell, and Durian, you would know. One second. That you wouldn't be able to use that. I also have. Let's see, 9. What is 9? I do have a scroll to cause fear. And you wouldn't know that you would be able to use that.
Yeah, no. How much for the fierce spell?
That would run about loading. That would run 25 gold.
Nope. Sorry, not interested.
Okay. I do have a couple other scrolls, one of blur and one of blindness and deafness. Those would be more on the realm of 150 gold apiece.
Blindness and deafness interest me, but I've already made my purchases for the day, and at that price, it's
I see.
not a critical enough need. And as I said, we're looking perhaps to protect ourselves from the undead, and I have a feeling that blindness and deafness are things that the undead don't particularly worry about.
Yes, well, now that you mention it, I'm looking if he has one of these. Prestidigitation, arcane spells. I'm sorry, sir. I don't believe I have anything that would be of help to you in that. For that purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if there's nothing else, then gentlemen,
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Master Wilhelm.
thank you.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Enjoy the festival.
All that was
you
in
as
Elvish,
well.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yep, and I
Cool.
quite what do we say back in Elven? Good day, sir. And say
Quite
gentlemen.
literally.
Hitting the books, aren't eh?
No. I've always been able to speak Elvish, I was just extremely rusty.
Wait, didn't you buy like some kind of book or something at some point?
I've picked it up. I
Would-
picked up many languages when I'm a kid, I'm just really, really rusty. I figured since we were going to Siena at one point, I would brush up on it again.
Yeah. He basically had to, study your guy's speech for a few levels. Picked it up.
Wait, at one point, didn't he buy like a book or something?
No, I was contemplating it.
Oh, okay.
I just remembered really,
Yeah.
really hard over the last couple of weeks.
Remembered really, really hard.
Remember earlier.
Really.
Yeah.
So I'm a prince. I get taught many languages. Whether or not I remember them at the moment is, well, yeah.
I don't think that's how languages work, but.
Well, I've got to be
He's
able
a
to.
prince. You don't know once, obviously.
I'm a prince. I have to be able to be diplomatic to certain people.
Alright, so weapon shop? You still interested in that?
Yep, lead on.
And I'm gonna say, so dragon scales. That's interesting.
Yeah, isn't it? I had no idea that. Well, I thought they'd be worth more. One would think that it was,
When did you?
that I must have seen a dragon anytime recently. I say kind of sarcastically, and one would think that their leavings would be of higher value, but he was giving me a fair price.
So when did you run into a dragon this way? Galloping down to a weapon shop.
I didn't run into a dragon. I ran to dragon scales though.
Interesting.
A find.
So I'm waiting. Where are we going, guys? I think
Weapon
We're
shop.
walking
I
to
said-
weapon shop. I
Okay,
say
so I advise that we go to a less, not quite as a wealthy area of town to look for a weapon shop.
Well, I assume we're going to the area where we bought the armor and stuff from, because there was one in that area. So
kind of I
Oh,
asked.
I didn't hear a word of
Oh.
that, but can I take it to mean you were looking for a weapon shop?
Yes, one that is not catering to nobility, Travis.
Okay. Yeah, you guys head back into the middle class area and find a weapon shop that sells normal weapons. Cool. And you guys, I assume, enter. And
Before we
start
do,
talking.
I want to ask the party about where is it? So I have this mace that I was using when we were in the crypts, and I think I should probably hold on to it for now, since in the foreseeable future we're going to be dealing with skeletons and undead, possibly.
Mhm.
Okay, that was just a question.
I was gonna say,
I was going to sell it otherwise, or
I was gonna
No,
say,
I think-
I'd say in Elvish, yes, it's probably a really good idea to hold on to. That's the reason why I'm wanting to buy a weapon. Because I want like a weapon I can use with my shield, so I'm probably gonna pick up a warhammer or something inside.
It just clicks with me that he's speaking Elvish. And I say in
Yeah.
Elvish, where the hell did you pick that up?
wait, didn't we just talk about that?
About
Durian wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
15
Losing
years
his own
ago,
mind.
about 15 years ago, when I had to do those boring lessons. It's called being tutored.
You didn't know how we were talking before.
I picked up like the glimmer of all of it, and that's about it. I've been remembering my studies very hard the last couple of weeks.
Remembering your studies.
hmm.
And then I switch over to Dwarven and I say, basically like, well, you asked, I'm gonna have to speak to myself, I guess. No one else can understand me now. And I move off, and I move off.
Orin and Caben, you don't get any of that.
Yep.
Though,
He's so
let's see,
misunderstood.
you do get rolls for now for linguistics, and Orin realizes he's speaking Dwarven.
Oh.
And I'm going to remember my studies back 15 years ago and try and remember the dwarven word for okay.
You
try and say it.
You missed. You say a word in Dwarven.
Oh, okay. I don't know
What
if
did he
it's
say
right.
in Dwarven? For me, he just said like pie.
He said
Apple
toilet.
pie.
I say in common, I tried to say okay.
All
I don't
right,
know if I was anywhere near that.
Oren, you can hold on to this mace for me.
No, what?
You can
Oh,
hold on to
right.
this mace for me,
It's a very
Just say
similar
what it's like.
pronunciation there, Jimmy.
and we're gonna go see if there's a warhammer in here for you.
I walk in.
Okay, you walk in.
Good day, sir.
And after a while, the counter clears up, and you see a half-orc shopkeeper behind the counter, and he says, "Can I get for you?"
I'm gonna say I'm in the market for, but I believe maybe a warhammer. May I see them?
Warhammer. He opens up the weapons page on the wiki. Actually, fuck it. The books will be faster at this point.
You want the warhammer thing prices or what? I'm in the section.
I'm just curious if a warhammer was one-handed.
Yeah, it's one-handed.
It is. Okay. I know we were talking about a different item previously, so okay.
Something before.
Thought we were talking about a morning star, but sure, warhammer. Excellent. One-handed melee warhammer. Okay. Yeah, I got a warhammer. He goes back and pulls one out and brings it up. Yep. Here. What do you think?
Right, so I'm gonna take it very carefully and like give it a look and turn around a little bit so I'm like not in any ways anything's like that way. That way nothing's like near me, and like give it a couple of good practice swings and say, yeah, it looks pretty good. How much is it?
That'll run you 12 gold.
Fine price, friend. I give him 12 gold.
Okay.
I say in Elven, I said.
You other
"No,
guys want something?
I say an Elven to Orin Twilight, so I could have bartered that down a bit.
No, one. I'm gonna say back in Elven. 1 or 2 gold doesn't really bother me. It's a good price. Leave that for the more expensive stuff, friend.
I step forward and say, "I'm looking for crossbows. Do you have an upgrade on anything better than this?" And I show him what I have.
He kind of looks it over and says, I can get you a new one. Not sure it'll be better.
How much would a new light crossbow cost me?
35 gold.
Nah, I'll stick with old trusty Larry right here.
Larry?
Larry.
No,
Okay.
I'll call it. You know what? We already have a Larry in our world. Lewis. There you go.
Alright then. What about you, feller? You want anything? Looking at Caven.
Say an orc. No thanks, friend.
Kind of nods and says, alright. And he shuffles over to another customer and starts talking to them.
Charisma of like 2.
I'm just gonna say, Elven. Nice fellow. Let's go.
Alright,
Cool.
time to go.
That was a beautiful accent by the way, for that guy.
Yeah, it was very good. It was a good half orc from Alabama.
I just admire his. I just admire his business ethics, the way he just wants to attend to every customer as quickly as possible. So
Yeah.
Do you want to fight this
I
one
was,
too,
I was
Orin?
going for, what is that, Sling Blade?
Why
But
would
he
I
didn't
wanna-
have occasion to say French fried
Sling
potatoes.
blade.
I was gonna say, why would I
Mhm.
want to fight him? That makes no sense.
What's that?
Like,
I said something silly on the way out. I said, "Do you want to fight him too?"
I'm just
Yeah,
saying, back
looking
in
at
Elven,
that
why would I
guy,
do
you
that?
probably wouldn't want to fight.
Yeah.
I reckon I could take him, but I'm not going to. He's a nice person. He hasn't done anything wrong.
This was
Alright,
outside.
I think we
This
go
was
and meet
outside
up with
walking
Allison,
away.
Or Amarath, rather.
Yeah, we
Sure.
can meet up.
What about me?
We're meeting up.
Oh, okay.
It's been about 2 hours, too. You want to take a break?
Yes, actually.
We
that,
can do that, yeah.
that will allow me to get a few updates made here. Cool. So we can take a quick 5 or 6 minute break and be back in a bit.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool.
All right.
Bye, guys.